The deadliest men prison in the world. The deadliest men prison in the world is a place that no one ever wants to experience. It is filled with violence and extreme conditions, making escape from it seem impossible. But could someone actually manage to escape from this prison and survive? That's what this video is about. Exploring the possibility of escape from the deadliest men prison in the world and the possible outcomes if it were to happen. Before moving forward, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel for future interesting videos. The background of the deadliest men prison. Prisons around the world vary in terms of their severity, safety, and level of punishment for inmates. However, there is one prison that stands out above the rest in terms of its notoriety: the deadliest men prison. Located in an undisclosed location, the deadliest men's prison houses the most dangerous and violent criminals in the world. It is said that only the most ruthless criminals are sent to this prison, where they are locked away from the outside world and any potential victims they could harm. The exact history and origins of the deadliest men's prison are shrouded in mystery, but it is believed to have been established in the early 20th century in response to the growing threat of organized crime and international terrorism. Over the years, it has gained a reputation for being an inescapable fortress, with some inmates even preferring the death penalty to being sentenced to this prison. Inside the walls, the daily life of inmates. The deadliest men's prison in the world is a place where violence and chaos reign supreme. Within its walls, inmates live a harsh and brutal existence. Each day is a struggle for survival, and the slightest misstep could lead to a swift and merciless punishment. Inmates in this prison live in cramped and squalid conditions, often in cells that are barely larger than a closet. They are confined to their cells for the majority of the day, with only a few hours of recreation time each week. Meals are served in a communal area, where fights and stabbings are a common occurrence. Gangs and violence are pervasive in this prison, with inmates constantly jockeying for power and control. Inmates who are perceived as weak or vulnerable are often targeted for attack. Rape and other forms of sexual assault are also common, with some inmates being forced into sexual slavery by more powerful inmates. Prison officials have little control over what happens inside the walls of this prison. Guards are frequently attacked and beaten, with some even being killed by inmates. The only thing that keeps the prison from descending into total chaos is the strict hierarchy that exists among the inmates themselves. Powerful gang leaders exert control over their followers, and anyone who steps out of line is quickly punished. The dangers and threats within the prison. Being imprisoned in the deadliest men's prison in the world is a terrifying reality for many inmates. In an environment of constant violence and danger, every day is a fight for survival. Inmates must constantly watch their backs and stay on guard against the threats and dangers that lurk around every corner. Gang violence is rampant in these prisons, with powerful gangs battling for control and territory. Inmates who are not part of these gangs are often seen as easy targets and may become victims of violent attacks or extortion. These gangs often control the distribution of drugs within the prison, adding to the already high level of danger. The presence of dangerous inmates, including those convicted of violent crimes such as murder, rape, and assault, only adds to the dangerous environment. Inmates with a history of violent behavior towards other inmates or prison staff are often kept in isolation, but this only exacerbates their aggression and frustration. The prison staff themselves are also under constant threat, with many facing harassment and physical assault from the inmates. With limited resources and personnel, it can be a challenging task for prison guards to maintain order and ensure the safety of both inmates and staff. Stories of successful escapes. Despite the extreme dangers and tight security measures in place, there have been some successful escape attempts from the deadliest men's prison in the world. Here are a few notable stories. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. In 2001, the infamous Mexican drug lord and leader of the Sinaloa cartel, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, managed to escape from the prison by hiding in a laundry cart. He remained on the run for over a decade before being recaptured and extradited to the United States. Frank Abagnale Jr., the inspiration for the movie Catch Me If You Can. Frank Abagnale Jr. managed to escape from the deadliest men's prison in the world by impersonating a prison inspector. He convinced prison staff that he was there to conduct an inspection and then walked out of the prison without anyone realizing he was an inmate. John Dillinger. In 1934, notorious bank robber John Dillinger escaped from the deadliest men's prison in the world by carving a fake gun out of wood and threatening the guards. He then stole a car and fled the scene. The security measures implemented to prevent escapes. It is no surprise that the deadliest men's prison in the world has some of the tightest security measures to prevent escapes. The prison's design is strategically laid out to make it challenging for any inmate to escape. High walls surround the prison, with barbed wires and guard towers stationed at strategic points to ensure that there is no possibility of scaling the walls. To enter the prison, every person must go through a stringent screening process, with multiple checkpoints before getting to the cells. Every movement within the prison is monitored through CCTV cameras, and prison officers have the power to take down any person attempting to break any of the rules. There are also restricted zones that inmates cannot access without explicit permission from the authorities. These areas include control rooms, armories, and any other area where unauthorized access could pose a threat to the prison's security. Inmates are under constant surveillance by prison guards who patrol the prison grounds. Any attempt to escape from the prison would trigger an alarm that would alert the security team, who would immediately respond and apprehend the inmate. All inmates are required to wear prison uniforms that are color-coded to indicate their level of danger. This coding system makes it easier for the prison officers to monitor the prisoner's movement, as each color signifies the prisoner's level of access to different parts of the prison. Is it possible to escape from the deadliest men's prison in the world? The answer is simple. It's extremely difficult, but not impossible. The deadliest men's prison in the world is infamous for being one of the toughest prisons in the world to escape from. Inmates who have attempted to escape have either been caught or killed. The prison is designed to prevent any form of escape, and the security measures are strict. For example, the prison is surrounded by multiple layers of high security walls and electrified fences. There are watchtowers at every corner of the prison, and CCTV cameras are everywhere. Additionally, the prison is patrolled by armed guards and attack dogs that are specially trained to detect escape attempts. Even if an inmate manages to breach these security measures, they still face the danger of being killed by their fellow inmates. The deadliest men's prison is home to some of the most violent and dangerous criminals in the world. The inmates are divided into groups, and rival gangs have established territories inside the prison. If an inmate is caught attempting to escape, they will likely be killed by other inmates as a message to others who might attempt to follow their lead. If you enjoyed from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel for future interesting video. Thanks for watching.